Oswego Speedway held their open practice session on Saturday with a total of 27 racing machines making their way through the front gate, something a little bit different. In 2013, the practice was moved from 5 until 10 in order to accommodate the Rusty Wallace racing experience, which was in action earlier in the day. But at 5 o'clock, the pit gates opened and the cars began to file into the pit area, including rookie Zach Amo in the number 44 Pathfinder Bank SBS machine and super modified rookie Tony Steiner. Debuting his Muldoon chassis, number 07, defending King of Wings champion Dave Gruel was also in the pit area with the Steve Miller Sweet 16, and it didn't take long for the SBS machines to take to the speedway, including the 18 car, normally driven by Andrew Shartner, on Saturday, driven by Russ Brown.
Yeah, he's in Charlotte. He lives in Charlotte. He couldn't make it up, so I told him a while ago if he ever needed some help, let me know and I'd come up and help him out, so that's what we're doing.
And in 2013, Brown will return full-time to SBS competition.
We got a bunch of guys together, our crew guys and stuff, and got a big commitment from them, and we got a couple brand new sponsors coming on board with Caprera's and Reed Benoit and CNY Motorsports. So, yeah, we're excited to come back.
And despite not running a full season in 3 years at Oswego Speedway, Brown has been keeping track and is ready to engage some of his old rivalries he's had at the Speedway in the past.
You know, I got a bunch of guys that come and I help all the Hedrick guys as much as we can because, you know, we try to keep the Hedrick cars ahead of the FFB like we always have, you know. So, yeah, no, it's a good rivalry, and, yeah, you know, we keep track, but, you know, it was good to get away for a while.
And Brown says, above all else, his goal is to win a record-breaking 5th SBS championship at the Speedway.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the main goal. We'd like a couple wins, but the wins will come. You know, and it's going to be a tough class. I mean, we're going to have 40 cars supposedly, right? So, I don't know. You know, you're going to have to finish in the top 5 every week. You're going to have to finish on the track, I think, to win the championship.
Another driver looking to put together a championship caliber season is Cameron Rowe, now driving for 47's Motorsports.
Wow, it was, I guess because we won right out of the box, she was so ecstatic. She wanted to quadruple that, I guess. And it's been kind of actually a little rough over the winter, you know. She put this all together, we all working together like that and everything, but it's actually been interesting, you know, to work with guys. I'm not normally used to working with this many guys, and you know, we had its hard times at first, and you know, everything started coming together again, and we got 4 of them sitting here. It was round the clock, you know, with these head changes and everything, everybody trying to dial everything in and getting all the cars ready. I mean, a lot of work was put in, countless hours, couldn't say. You know, the biggest thing we want to do is we want to make every race course. We want to finish every race, you know, stay out of the troubles. You know, like what we're doing here, that's why we're at practice. Finding the small problems, come and be competitive every single week, finish races. The wins will come. I'm not concerned about the wins. I just want to finish. I don't think we've had a solid finish in points yet, and that's what we're looking for. That's where to move forward. You know, the wins will come.
Defending SBS champion Kreig Heroth was also in action, and he had a couple of big announcements to make on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. We have G&G gas and oil, tires and oil in the car, and a couple local businesses here at Oswego, Ontario Orchards out here on 104, and also Little Luke's Daycare. They're hopping on, and we're going to do some visitations at their places, and, you know, so it's going to be pretty cool. It's really cool, you know, us not being here, having some local community businesses jumping on board, so we're excited about that. You know, like I was telling the guys earlier, everybody's asking me, who are you worried about this year? There's going to be a lot of fast cars, and I'm not really worried about anyone in particular because there's so much that can happen. You know, anybody can be good on a particular night. So, you know, as long as we stay out of trouble and be consistent, I think then it'll end up pretty good.
One of the biggest stories on Saturday night was that of Mike Bond driving his brand new number 74 FFB chassis, also driving for 47's Motorsports in 2013, and after having to head home to fix a broken piece in the rear end of this machine earlier in the day, Bond would return to turn some lightning fast laps at the end of the session, turning a lap of 19.053 seconds, unofficially the fastest lap in SBS history. Joining the SBS machines in the pit area on Saturday were also 3 ISMA Super Modifieds, including that of Otto Sitterly and your defending King of Wings champion Dave Gruel driving Steve Miller's Sweet 16.
Yeah, the car was good right off the bat. No major changes from last year. A couple minor things we wanted to try, so we're throwing that stuff at it right now and we'll see what we got. Well, we race at night, so I mean, it might be a little bit slicker out there, just, you know, with the dew and everything like that being a little bit cooler this earlier in the year, but I think we'll be okay, especially with the wing. The wing is just such a huge crutch. You can overcome a lot with the wing, so I think we'll be okay. I really didn't know what to expect. I figured best case, go out there and win it, and it'd be awesome, and that's exactly the way that it went. So that's all we can hope for this year, is put it in victory lane a couple more times, and I think we'll be happy.
A handful of Novella Super Modifieds also came to the Speedway on Saturday, including that of the number 26 of Shaun Gosselin, but he would run into troubles very early on with the left rear on his car number 26.
Just some growing pains with the new rear end. I don't know, we had something happen with the left rear tire and screwed up the splines on the new axle. So we'll see. We got another one. We'll be fine.
Gosselin went on to tell us what some of the keys were to his success during the 2012 season.
Well, first of all, I stopped trying to drive the car like a midget. Started driving it straight instead of sideways. So I think that helped out a lot. Once you get the hang of it, felt better. Build on it every week. So yeah, so that's what we're trying to do this year, just build on what we did last year and just keep improving.
And while Shaun Gosselin is looking to call back on experience from a year ago to better himself in 2013, Brian Sweeney is looking to recall experience from almost a decade ago. As Saturday night, he debuted his brand new Hawk Jr. Super Modified. And of course, Brian Sweeney had not been on the racetrack in nearly 10 years, but Saturday, he was finally able to strap into his, what will be number 3 Hawk Jr. Super Modified chassis and hit the speedway for the very first time and looked very good quickly, getting under the 18-second bracket.
The car, right now, we've had trouble with the brakes, getting any pedal to it. So I really wasn't able to use any brakes, so we were just kind of riding out there, so we'll see. But the car definitely a wholly different experience than the other car. It feels like it is underneath you the whole time. So honestly, I was about ready to move to either Texas or Florida. I hate winters around here, and even though I did the photo thing for a while, taking pictures and being around this is really tough. And didn't even know Joey had built this new car. We came, I was sitting with Jimmy and saw it for the first time, and I really think this car is super fast. So all Joey's stuff is the best quality you can get, and working with him so far, it's great on us all winter because he's done 99% of it. But I think we have a really good car to start this year out with, so a lot of high hopes. I'd rather shoot, honestly, we're getting back into this to win races, and that's the only reason we're here. So whether I'm deluding myself that it's possible, whatever, at least we have the equipment, and it's only going to be up to me to get the most out of the car. And if we can do that, we certainly should be competitive to have a chance at winning races. So.
Novella's Super Modified rookie Tony Steiner took several laps at the Speedway on Saturday, slowly working his way up to speed and looking very smooth behind the wheel of his Muldoon chassis number 07. The former dirt modified driver has limited asphalt experience, but is looking to take the Super Modified division by storm here in 13. But at the end of the day, the driver on top of the speed charts in the Novella Super Modified division was Dave Danzer in his Hawk chassis number 52. And after having issues with that car pretty much the entire day, Danzer was the final car on the speedway. And at right around 9:45 p.m. on Saturday night, he laid down a lap of 16.815 seconds. The fastest driver in ISMA competition was Otto Sitterly, and his new Hawk chassis with the wing on top turning laps in the 15.7 second bracket, running very good for the first time, putting a wing on this race car.